Alright, so let's suppose we are the spectator to say stop. Okay, just remember the card, and I don't know which one is it. It doesn't matter, and I'll tell you why in a minute. One of the easiest ways to train a playing card is by snapping the fingers. Alright, I didn't even realize how easy it is, but let's see if it works. What was your card? Did I say the 8 of spades? I'm assuming it works. Alright, so let's try it once again just to make sure it's not coincidence. Well, the 8 of clubs now. I know I'm supposed to watch it, but at least for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna put it in the middle. Okay, and I'm gonna lost it. So let's see if it works by the same method. Alright, like snapping the fingers. Yes, it works. So now let's find out the secret. Okay, so for a tutorial, there are 2 steps you need to follow. One of the steps is the get ready, or the setup, which is in jogging the selection, not even half of an inch, okay? Make sure it doesn't go any further than that, otherwise it's gonna get more angle sensitive, and you have to get into the 3rd finger break, and this is pretty much the first step, which is the get ready. And as you notice in the front, it's still closed, only in the back it is open, and pretty much this card, the selection is independent from the bottom half, so it doesn't disturb the direction and the shooting action. And the 3rd finger should be able, by stretching it, to shoot the card. Okay, now shooting the card is the 2nd step. You know, there are actually several ways that you can get into this get ready setup. In that performance, I did it in 2 different ways. The first way, you need actually a good condition deck of playing cards. Alright, I show it in the front. Alright, and the pinky is just a little tiny one. From here, I try to keep the pressure between the middle finger and the thumb, so it's not gonna open over here, or you minimize any movement. You don't need to be straight up as I did it in the performance. You can stay in angle a little bit, because actually this is gonna be a little bit struggling. You can get into a resting position with the hands laying down if you want to. If not, you can keep the deck straight. Move the forefinger close to the middle finger and then bring it back. That's how you do it. You see, with the forefinger, I in-jog the selection a little bit and replace the pinky break for a 3rd finger break. The middle finger is still doing pressure with the thumb to minimize any separation. And sometimes the card is gonna get like that. So it's gonna be up to you. You wanna relax and speak while you're struggling in jogging the selection, and the middle finger, because it's in the middle of the way, is gonna help the card to spin. Okay. So the more the selection spin, it's gonna suspend the card in the air, which is gonna be better. Okay. Now that's the first way. The second way I did it in a performance was this other way, by notice I had the selection right before I put it all the way into the deck. I push it a little harder, not too much, so you can get the selection in jog. But in the other hand, pretending you are squaring. Now all I'm actually doing is lifting the selection, separating it from the back, not from the front. Just doing the 3rd finger break right away. You can get into shooting the card out. So that's the basic overview of the 2 steps you need to do just to have the 3rd finger break, and that's going to help you to shoot the card out. Now you can actually shoot it really far away from the other hand, and you have to measure the pressure so the card doesn't really go too far away from you. Just keep it decent, as you see in the performance. But as you notice also in the performance, you may notice the absence of this third and fourth finger from the deck. So if you want, you can stay relaxed while you're speaking, as you notice in the performance as well. And the reason is because I only have the pinky break when I show the selection. Make sure the pinky is already down here. Don't bring it down here later, because you have the pinky over here on top. You show the deck, and then bring it down, and it's not as good as if you already have down here. Let me show you. Let's say I have the pinky right in the side, in this edge. Show 5 diamonds. Open just a little bit. Okay, I have a little tiny pinky break right here in the back. Then I'm gonna, while I'm speaking, I keep pushing, making pressure with the middle and thumb. So I only open the back of the deck. Then move the forefinger closer to the middle finger and keep pushing the selection towards me. Now again, not too much, because you don't want it to be too angle sensitive. You can stay like that if you want while you are speaking about training playing cards, or who knows, any reason you want to give. And then you're switching pinky break for a third finger break. And if you want to go ahead and practice the shooting instead of doing the break, you may practice those 2 steps independent from each other, so until you really get familiar to both steps. But you need a good condition, not necessarily brand new, but at least good condition for our first demonstration purposes, which is this. Because if you want to inject the selection, you need a brand new. If you want to do this other second way, maybe you don't need a brand new. But it's going to be much better to have a good condition deck of playing cards. So one last time, very quickly. We're showing the selection, doing a little pinky break right there. Try to push it a little harder to open it, while at the same time you need to make pressure with the middle finger and the thumb, so it doesn't open in the front. Okay. Once you open it, notice the forefinger is moving to the front and then to the back a couple times. Make sure it doesn't go to the side yet, otherwise that's going to be an extra issue, you know. So once you have it over here with a pinky break, replace it with a third finger break. Notice the back, notice the front. And that's it. Just practice the shooting. Just shooting the card is quite easy, as long as the selection is not touching the bottom half. Okay. Now, if you still have any issues shooting the middle card, well, you may shoot the bottom card as well. You may put it in the middle and do any other control to bring it to the bottom. Still, you want the card to stay away from this part of the finger, the hand, down here, under the index finger. And with a third finger at the bottom, and you still have to shoot it out. Okay. You may practice it, but I found out to be much better practicing just shooting the card in the middle, because actually the hand is gonna disturb the shooting as well. If you compare that with a card in the middle with a card at the bottom, to me it's much easier to shoot the card in the middle, just like that. So right there you have 2 choices of shooting the card out, which one of the most subtle ways to do it is the first way I did it in the performance over the second one.